I'm not a racist, preach the teacher.
You still may never had this.
Number one, them wanna run about the gun. I wasn't licensed to have one. The minute they see me, fear me. I'm the epitome, a public enemy. Use, abuse, without clues. I refuse to blow fuse. They even had it on the news.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
Back when I wrote y'all, yes.
Where is the white outcry against white racism that murders African people all around this entire globe? It doesn't exist. So who are these white good people? I want to meet them. I want to see them. I feel it's not enough.
But that might be all we can give.
No. And guess what? I don't work with all I can get. What I work with is what I have. Listen, you have to have some confidence in the power of African people amongst ourselves to establish a foundation.
We have.
We haven't. We have utter chaos in our cities, and you got to see that.
In case you didn't know, that was the voice of 20-something-year-old Sister Soldier, who we interviewed last week with her latest book. But she was quite an activist. And that other voice saying, maybe that's all we can get. That was the voice of Cornel West telling this young lady that maybe we can compromise with these people. And she was like, no. Let's tell the truth. We're the good white people. We're the good white people who are standing in the gap and standing up for what's right. That's what Sister Soldier was asking. Why are they not in the streets? Now, I'm going to say some of the George Floyd, a lot of white people in the streets. Thank you. If you really are about humanity and democracy and all of these things, you need to be vocal and you need to stand up. But I bring up this clip that I've been holding on to for two reasons. First of all, you see kind of like the generational back and forth. And by the way, you're listening to the Karen Hunter Show in case you just somehow ambled into this space on 126 by accident. Welcome. Take off the shoes, and listen before you call. Probably need to know what this is before you call up with an opinion. But Sister Soldier was very clear as I start off the show talking about truth. Truth being unmovable. We should be committed to radical truth. And her radical truth is we live in a nation that we should have the confidence to not just demand what we need and what we want, but go for it. And so the brother that called up, very nice, Farouk, talking about, I don't want to be an accomplice. Well, if you drive your car and you eat food in this country and you breathe air in this country, you have been an accomplice. So if you didn't have this energy 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, this stuff has been going on. I don't want to hear from you now as we're this close to actually having somebody in office that we can push into service. You become an agent of chaos. And all of this high-minded, self-aggrandizing notion that somehow I don't want to be an accomplice, you're an accomplice. Now, your only choice is to leave the country, go someplace else where you don't have to have blood on your hands, because you do, or fight for the humanity of the people all over the world that America has been doing things to, whether we're talking about Haiti or whether we're talking about our complicity in the Middle East. The only way that's going to change is through leadership. And the only way leadership is going to change is when we show up and push people in power into doing what we need them to do. And right now, of the two candidates, and there's a binary choice, and I played this because Cornel West was in there, but sister, we gotta, we gotta compromise with the people, If you listen to the rest of the clip, just there, him and Han, Jill Stein, stop playing in my face. There's two choices, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Between the two of them, Donald Trump has already told you who he is, what he wants to do. And if you're black in America, police will have immunity under Donald Trump, because Donald Trump will have immunity, which means there's nobody who's going to check him, boo, nobody. And your ass go out there and protest if you want to and find out what happens. You're already black. You already know what's happening. He wanted to deploy the National Guard during the summer of George Floyd. And people were like, no, you can't do that. Well, guess what? He will be able to do that this time. None of those people are there anymore to stop him. And the Supreme Court gave immunity to the office of the presidency. So y'all can play games if you want to, but I'm going to go hard in the paint until I can't anymore, because I know what's at stake. Because I'm listening to a book about Emmett Till, when somebody could be snatched out of their bed and the police were complicit in the killing of Emmett Till, and the town and the coroner and all of the officials were complicit. in covering up the murder of that 14-year-old boy. I don't want to go back to that. And that's not hyperbole, because it's happening in this country now. Somebody was found hung here. And there's, to me, right now, if you're talking that talk, you're an enemy. You're not just, oh, I don't have that on my conscience. Well, this is going to be on your conscience. Period.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow.